Well, hi there. I'm sure if you're watching this, you're probably cool. So, 10 years ago, I went to this meditation with Bob, and for 10 days of silence afterwards, I started playing the flute. And by George, I haven't stopped. I mean, of course, I take naps, and yeah, maybe there's some long stretches of not playing the flute, but for the majority, I'm sure I played the flute. This one time, I played the flute the least. 6 months of my life in the year 2011, spanning to 2012. I was a lad of 25. Wait a second. 25? Maybe. Man, it's so long ago. Anyway. A lad. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, I was going to talk about my spiritual awakening in the year 2011 and subsequent super depression for the next 6 months afterward, which was ended with the aid of smoked DMT. I was the only one in that group that blasted it off, and when I blasted it off for the first time, I was the only one that spoke in tongues. Aha! Anyway. Hungry. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the spiritual awakening, that was cool. 2011, Mount St. Helens proximity rainbow gathering going on was. Oh, ancient trees were speak in tongues with other lass did. Oh, that lass was cool. Yeah. Intense. What was I gonna say? Oh gosh, that was such a good gathering. It was also the most interdimensional. It was just like I was speaking to deities, the trees, and this was because of a dance, not necessarily all because of the psychedelics, though I'm sure being surrounded by a bunch of people on psychedelics had something to do with it because of the sheer volume of people perceiving things in such a way. That having been said, this was also because of predestiny or something. And when it was happening, it felt like before my life started on this planet, I had planned this particular scenario out, and I would get to it some way or another. Because, I always do. I always do. I am a really good flute player. And it's a shame that people in America don't appreciate the flute as much as people in Europe do. And I think that I should go to Europe in order to be appreciated. But in the meanwhile, I'm stuck here in St. Louis for the next week. Gotta make the most out of it. Go pro video stopu!